All right, so let's start this broadcast with the big story that we are tracking this hour. Wildfires continue to cause chaos across Europe, as firefighters in Greece and also in Tenerife are working pretty hard to try and tackle the blaze amidst the soaring heat. The thousands of people in the outer district of Greece's capital Athens were under evacuation orders, as the raging wildfires have resulted in at least about 20 deaths so far. Now, according to fire department officials, nearly about 60 fires have been reported in just the last 24 hours, and at least about 6 countries are sending in help via the European Union's civil protection mechanism. The temperature in the region was recorded at a blistering 41 degrees Celsius. Now, the fire risk level for several regions, including that of wider Athens area, has been listed as extreme for the second straight day. And firefighters are battling wildfires while the authorities have banned public access to mountains and forests in these regions until at least Wednesday morning. So as the flames raged, the sky over the city and across the region turned a bright red, hiding the sun as the choking smoke and swirling flecks of ash filled the air. And further, the residents in the city were advised to keep windows and doors closed due to the threat of smoke and ash from the fire, as ash fall was reported in various parts of the city. Now, the residents shared their ordeal and also expressed as to how the wildfires had engulfed their properties. And since everything around them has now been burned down, and it is really hard for them to recognize the places or the areas that they once called home.
It burned houses, burned shops, just burned. I don't know what happened to a monastery that is up there. There is another monastery here which is currently burning. I don't know the details. I do not know what to tell you. All I know is that because I'm a resident over here, we all came and doused water on the houses because now the fire was within breathing distance.
On the other hand, in Tenerife, more than 12,000 people were evacuated from their homes as the devastating blaze, which was started deliberately as per reports, burnt through nearly about 33,000 acres of pine forest and scrubland. Now, the fire began in the Arafo mountains around the Mount Die volcano, which is Spain's highest peak, and expanded to a raging perimeter of at least about 84 kilometers as it ravaged the north of the island over the last 6 days. And soon after the wildfires started spreading, at least about 10 regions were put on high alert, and many of them were completely evacuated.
I was evicted around 4:30 a.m. from Friday to Saturday. It was a terrible night because I woke up to sirens banging on the door, and when I went out into the street, I found there was so much smoke that I couldn't see anything. Besides, we could see the glow of the fire. It was horrible.
Everything was burnt. It all went up in flames. Now we will be sleeping on benches like junkies. It took them 8 to 10 hours to send in the fire trucks.
Now, according to the officials, the fires came very close to some 10 municipalities, but no injuries or fatalities being reported. Acting on the situation, Spain's Prime Minister also visited the charred areas to assess the damage. The Prime Minister met with the members of the emergency services in Arafo and said that as soon as the fire is considered to be under control, the government will move to declare the area as a catastrophe zone. Now, heat waves have continued to hit areas of southern Europe, including eastern France, with experts now suggesting the frequency of the unusually late high temperatures are down due to global warming. And experts have further predicted that the high temperatures are estimated to persist all through this week. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.